Can't make it. All right, I'm sitting here with Jonny Imerman, just an all-around great human being, founder of Imerman Angels, good close friend. Jeff, your brother, was supposed to be here, who also is a good close friend, but I know he had a last-minute thing to do. And now you guys co-founded CLOZTALK together. Jonny, what up, man? It's been too long since we've connected. How are you?
It's great to see you, brother. Always. I'm glad you're doing well. Love that you have guys like Randy Den on the show. And I grew up in Detroit area.
Oh, Den.
Randy. Yeah. Obviously, Jon Dwoskin's a no-brainer. You got to have him on here. Funny man, too. And, it's always a pleasure to see you, man. I love that you're helping people grow their babies and helping them build a lifestyle for themselves and obviously helping a lot of people out.
It's awesome. Wait, so let's talk about you, Jonny. So you started this business with your bro, CLOZTALK. How many years has it been now?
It's been about 2 years and about 5 months. So a quick background is, I got diagnosed with testicular cancer at 26, went through chemo, went through surgeries. At the very end of treatment, living in Detroit, at the very end of treatment, a group of survivors and I got together and we all wanted to give back and find purpose and meaning and share our stories, help other people. We all realized the missing piece was we didn't know cancer survivors like us. So we created Imerman Angels, a free nonprofit. This guy has cancer, this girl has cancer. We hook her up with somebody who beat the exact same cancer and same age. So growing Imerman Angels, now we have over 11,000 cancer survivors in every state and across the world. But to get the word out, we were living in downtown Chicago, which I've lived for about 15 years, and now I'm in New York City. But for those 15 years, we had to get the word out to help people, and we came up with this idea. We were obsessed with making swag cooler.
Right.
Don't make cool swag, not their fault. They just not what they do well, so we wanted to solve that. And so we finally tried everything. We finally figured out black and white, simple, classic, clean colors, just Imerman Angels logo, dropped the tagline, or put out a high quality t-shirt like a level brand, and our friends started wearing them in Chicago, and that's when the word got out. That's what gave us the idea, because we said, look, that worked, the branding and sparking conversations in Chicago. Let's create that same model and do that for all nonprofits. And today, CLOZTALK has over 200 nonprofits that we design their apparel for them. We don't charge them anything. They don't do any work. We do all this for free for the causes. And basically, our mission is to get their logos on more bodies, sparking more conversations about causes that matter.
Yeah.
And people knew about these causes, just like Imerman Angels. People that need the program and have cancer would find this service faster.
Yeah. Well, let's go back for a minute, because as you know, you know this, but I met you because you were my angel when I got diagnosed with testicular cancer. Our paths crossed. I met you like days before, and then my sister-in-law introduced us. And that was right in the beginning, really, of Imerman Angels, like right at the initial seeds of it. But I'm forever grateful for how you helped me, walked me through it. And that was amazing. And my favorite t-shirts are still some of my Imerman Angels old school t-shirts that I have. I have not thrown them away. I'm 48, so now I've had them for 15, 16, 17, 18 years. I do have to get some CLOZTALK. So now you Imerman Angels, we'll talk about in a little bit, but to me, the face, Jonny, of being philanthropic and being charitable, especially having gone through these last couple months with COVID, I think has completely changed. I think that it is forever changed the idea of giving, because no more is it just being philanthropic, giving millions of dollars, but it really has shown how buying a Jimmy John's sandwich for a frontline worker, donating $1, donating $5, wearing and buying a t-shirt to support a charity is just as important as the people who give a tremendous amount of money and have their name on a wall. And so can you talk a little bit about that and what you're seeing in your business?
Absolutely. Well, number one, I'm glad you're healthy, JD.
Yeah, thanks. You too, Jonny.
Thank you. We had the same cancer. You're one of the first guys, not the first guy I met who was, when I was on the other side, that you were just starting out. And I think Juliana Katzman, and we both came up with, introduced us. I still remember all this. And, the questions that you have, I was scared. You were scared. Everybody's scared. You get the word, just like the virus. You don't know how this crazy biological thing is going to affect your body. And so that's, I'm glad you're healthy and well. And obviously married an awesome girl who I've known for a while too. So that's all good news. And interesting you picked Jimmy John's, because Jimmy John's, the designer of Jimmy John's, actually a cancer survivor and a close friend of mine. The guy who designed their logo, and he also designed our CLOZTALK logo as well for CLOZTALK. So it's a nice tie-in. But he's a wonderful guy. He's head of creative now at University of Virginia in Charlottesville. And to your question, I think your question is really about how social impact causes solve real problems, right? And are helping problem, whether it's food or whether it's anything. My personal belief, the future of social impact companies, first of all, I think the future of social impact, the core of it, in my opinion, is going to be social impact companies. Some nonprofits are going to have to exist because the model and the service is free, just like Imerman Angels. But I think the true bulk of social impact is going to be social impact companies who solve social problems for nonprofits, help them get better. And this is a key point, without ever taking a thing from the causes. And that is absolutely airtight when I say that.
And how do you do that today?
Yes, you don't ask them for their money, nonprofits. You don't ask them for their time. You don't ask us for their social media. You don't ask them for anything. You say, you guys focus on your service. We are a creative-minded company that will solve a problem, remove a barrier for you, free you up in your time so you can have more impact. Those are the future of the social impact companies, kind of like Givesley out of New York. I'm a big fan of their work. Percent Pledge out of New York and Chicago.
So what do they do? Give an example, because I think people may be confused at that. What does that mean?
Absolutely. So Givesley, friends of mine started Givesley. It's out of New York. It's a social impact company that's free for nonprofits, right? You basically get nonprofits to be on their list. You join their list, just like with CLOZTALK. We have 200 nonprofits and growing. You're on our list. We vetted you, and you were great. But then we support you. We think of ways to help you. How we obviously make apparel for them, and we get it on more bodies, and we go to companies to get involved in programs. That's what CLOZTALK does to help the charities brand themselves. Givesley is also free for the charities with no asks. But what they do, think of it like, you would love this, JD. It's sort of like LinkedIn, with someone for a meeting. But if you're on their Givesley platform, busy professionals, and you ask somebody for a meeting, if they accept the meeting, a 30-minute call or a Zoom, then the person who asked for the meeting has to donate $20 or so to that person's favorite charity. So every time you accept to a meeting to talk to somebody, you know that somebody else is making a donation to your favorite cause. It's like monetizing donations for causes through company meetings, where sometimes people are like, I'm just too busy to take that 15-minute call. But now if you do it, a donation is made. Something good happened.
But how do then companies make money? Right? So you have all these people that you're employing, that you're giving everything away for free, right? How does a company practice conscious capitalism if it's not a nonprofit? Because you're talking about companies that are for profit. So I think some people who are listening are saying, God, I want to make a social impact. I want to do a social impact, but how do you marry consciousness and capitalism?
So what I truly believe, and what we've learned, and this is our experience in my opinion, but with Imerman Angels being a free service for people with cancer, helping thousands of people across the world every year, we're never going to charge anything. It's a service. There's no physical product. It has to be a 501c3 nonprofit. But in CLOZTALK, we set it up as a company deliberately, because now there's a product. There's a t-shirt or a hat or a track jacket or hoodie. So we came up with a creative way to basically sell the product for the nonprofits. So nonprofits have no risk. They have no skin in the game. They can't lose. They can only gain. But whatever we sell for them basically what happens with Close Talk is the funds come to us and then we donate back to the causes. We donate 20% of our net profit back to the causes. Now, we're not profitable yet. It costs us money to promote this and to do the setups and build a Shopify store, and that's okay. But we're closing the gap, and as we become profitable, our model is 20% we donate to the charity. So they make money, they get more of their apparel, more bodies. Hey, so that hopefully illustrates the answer to your question, Jon, that you got to think of creative ways to solve a problem for the cause. As a company, if there's a physical product, it's a lot easier. And then you can donate back to the causes and you never disturb them. You never bother them. You don't ask them for their time. They don't have it.
Right. So let me ask you a question. So when that happens, people then buy the shirts off of your website.
Exactly.
So this is a bigger question now, because to me, the future is we're looking at, it's 2020 right now.
Yes.
So in case somebody's watching this in 2025, it's 2020, right? Because it's going to live on in the internet. It's 2020, and to me, especially one of the things that COVID has pushed everybody in is the idea that everything needs to be e-commerce, right? Everything needs to be e-commerce. Even professional service firms need to reinvent and be innovative on that level. And so what you're talking about is, be a conscious capitalist, give everything away for free, but have the platform, e-commerce platform, to then feed people and market to that. You have all these charities pushing people to the website, buying a t-shirt for Imerman Angels that then end up buying a t-shirt for somebody else. You've created the e-commerce platform where it all happens.
So yes, minus one thing.
Yeah.
The only part what you said, that we don't ask the charities to push the traffic to our site. So you're right. It is one site. It's one marketplace. You can search by animal charities, cancer charities, helping the homeless charities, whatever you're interested in, or by location, the state of Michigan. You can find each cause. You can read about the mission. You can shop their store. We have all their high quality swag that we design in simple colors. So all that is true. It's one marketplace, and it's going to grow thousands of vetted causes. But the only difference I want to clarify is, again, we don't want the charities to promote us. If they want to, they can, but they're not required, because we want their time focused on service and mission and making the world better, impact. So our creative way to solve that problem is that we go to companies where we have relationships like a Walgreens, a Deloitte, a Google, and we say, Deloitte, you have 6,000 employees just in one office in Chicago alone.
Yeah.
Why don't you engage in this program with Close Talk for $20 for each employee? You can pay us for a blank t-shirt. We'll give every one of your employees a coupon code that go onto our site. The employees of Deloitte, each one has the power to read about all these great causes, choose their favorite one, read about missions, get inspired, all positive. Yeah. They pick their favorite one. We do quick turnaround one-offs. We make them that t-shirt individually, their favorite one.
Love
every day at Deloitte, it's once a month on Friday, it's charity. That's on Friday at Deloitte. Everybody's rocking their favorite individual charity t-shirt. And when we worked at Deloitte, we start connecting on a deeper level, because why you chose that charity says so much of who you are. And these companies are always looking to bond their teams and engage their employees, but we're educating each other through our coworkers what this cause does. Why is Imerman Angels important? Maybe their aunt has cancer, but if they didn't know, they're not helping their coworker. So that's our model. We're going to shop this to companies and roll this across the country.
I love it. Raising the level of awareness. And I really think so. So Jonny, I will have started this business June 1st. It'll be 5 years.
I'm proud of you, man. You're still here.
I'm still here. But my point is, I wear a suit every day, pretty much, up until COVID. About a month before COVID, I stopped wearing a suit because I just got tired of wearing a suit. And then about a week ago, I've been wearing dress shirts. And then about a week ago, I'm influenced by you, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs. I went black t-shirt. Have you noticed everything I've been doing for the last week? I have 5 black t-shirts. I ordered a couple more. I'm wearing black I don't have to think about what I have to wear. And so I think my point is also that post-COVID, I think things are going to start getting a little bit more casual, because I think people, you wear a suit, like a guy wears a suit, we never get a suit dry cleaned, right? Very often. And so I think people, because of COVID, are going to go to the office, go to meetings. They're going to want to come home and wash their clothes. You're not going to wear a suit over and over and over and over again without getting it clean. And so I think T-shirts are going to be a big push through the summer months, especially.
That's very smart. You're the first person that said that to me. I hadn't even thought about it from that standpoint.
Heard it here first, right? So now give me a bunch of T-shirts that and a pair of jeans or whatever, black Lululemon pants, whatever you can wash.
Yep.
And then every day I'm washing my clothes. So if I'm you, I'm pushing that element of clean.
Yes. I mean, you're right, more than ever. I mean, it's a great point. More than ever, it's so important to make things easily to be washed and to be safe. That's very true. And I think this whole virus is making everybody think about what's important in life, right? And we're obviously been T-shirt guys forever. I mean, this is who we are, but we want to be T-shirt guys for a cause. But I love your idea, and I hope you're right. I hope that comfortable and casual.
Start selling it that way. Start marketing. I'll talk to you offline about a campaign. I have an idea already in my head.
Love it.
So let's talk about COVID obviously is very important. Awareness, donations, front lines, of course. But what I love about your organization is I think there's many charities that people have no clue about, right? I mean, I'm not taking away from COVID, but millions of people are dying every year from dirty water. Millions of people are dying every year from homelessness. Millions of people there are so many things that we are just not aware of, I think, because not to anybody's fault, we're just not in the know. And I think one thing this will do post-COVID is bring awareness, and the reason I love companies like yours is it will bring awareness to the lost faces and the lost voices of people realizing that we all need to give back a little bit more, because I think we all connected, at least I did, into much deeper roots of gratitude. And so how do you think what do you think of that, and how that will spur, the growth of your business?
Yeah, I definitely think that every generation is getting more and more aware, educated. Information is easier to find. And, I think they care more every generation. I don't think there's any doubt about it. The millennials and the generation even after them, even younger than that, they care. They want to eventually work for companies that care, that have a conscience and want to do good along the way. And, maybe a company like Salesforce is a great example with the 1-1-1. 1% of their revenues are going to give back, or 1% of their profits, they're going to give back. 1% of their technology they build are given to nonprofits. And they want their employees 1% of their time volunteering for a cause. And I think that this is the future, that people demand working for companies like that. And so I definitely think the future is going in the right direction, that people care more and more. But I do think at the same time that the companies have to think that way. These CSR departments are only going to get bigger. The corporate social responsibility, people of these companies get bigger. But I think we're also going to see more and more social impact companies pop up. And again, I'm a believer the future is not more nonprofits, creative social impact companies that can solve real problems for the nonprofits and the communities without ever taking anything. You just have to be creative in how you do it.
Right. Well, it's called innovation, right? Which it's not thinking, it's not putting yourself in a box, and people are reinventing. Studies show that by 2030, 85% of the jobs that exist today in 2020 do not exist. So 85% of the jobs that will exist in 10 years don't exist today. 75% of the global workforce by 2025 will be millennials, which means this was happening anyway. And COVID, in my opinion, accelerated the process. And I think one of the things COVID did, to your point, it raised our awareness and it raised our level of consciousness. And the same level of consciousness that got us to where we are cannot get us to where we need to be. So we all need to raise our frequency and vibration. And that's one of the things I think COVID has really built front and center. Let me ask you a question. So CLOZTALK. So a company who would, your ideal client is who?
So we have the B2C side, and then we really have the B2B side. There's really two, but we think the B2B side is really what's going to make this blow up and brand every great nonprofit out there forever and create a sustainable way that they can brand without ever, taking anything from them. I mean,
you teach them how to do what you're doing. I mean, do you teach them, because these are new ways of thinking, and I think sometimes people get scared. Hopefully less scared today than they did a few months ago because they don't have the room to be scared.
Yeah.
Do you teach them how to rethink?
We have to inspire people. I mean, really, to your point, John, we have to inspire people that rocking a charity logo is volunteering. That people think, oh, volunteering? Oh, I'm going to go to the office on Thursday after work.
Right.
And stuff envelopes. And that's great too. But this is a new form of volunteering. It's brand volunteering. We inspire people. If you go to the gym tonight, I mean, not right now, but when gyms are back open again,
right.
If you go to the gym tonight, or you are going on a run on Lake Michigan on a bike path in Chicago, or you're in New York City just walking around, or you work at a WeWork and you're rocking a charity logo, you are helping. Someone's seeing it. They might even ask you what it is. It's an opportunity for missions to grow. So that's really where it starts, inspiring people to think, care about your favorite cause, wear it on your chest or your head, or on your yoga pants if you want, or in your hoodie, but rock the logo, be proud, want people to ask, and feel better about yourself, that you are doing good while you're just doing your ordinary day. Right. Our site, go ahead.
Can I say one thing? Giving and being philanthropic today is buying a t-shirt one way, buying a t-shirt and then being the ambassador for that nonprofit, because you could end up talking to someone that could make a donation that could change the face of that nonprofit. And so there's a lot of there's a lot of meaning behind being an ambassador. It's huge. It's huge.
100%. And if we can inspire people to think this way really for the first time ever, we can solve the problem that why when we look outside, it's almost never you see someone wearing the logo of a nonprofit. You might see Dallas Cowboys, or you might see, Rolling Stones, and no knock on those, or Detroit Lions, no knock on those, but like you could be doing good. You could be sharing the brand or the name or the logo for a cause, and you might actually make a new friend. You might meet somebody and have a conversation because they see something that they don't know and they're curious what it means or what it is. So if we can inspire people to think that way and believe, if everybody had that mentality, we can change the world. We can brand all these causes, and what the causes will do is reach more people who need the service. And your point, John, was a good one. What you said is that it brings you everything. We've learned with Imerman Angels, if our people wore t-shirts all over Chicago and got the word out for us, it brought us people that used the program that needed help. It brought us survivors that joined us. That's how we have over 11,000 cancer survivors worldwide. We're blessed. But it also brought us donors. People that came to our events. And it brought us people that said, I want to join your board. Like, wow, I met somebody wearing your shirt. I went to the site. My brother's a survivor. I love this. I got extra time. Time's perfect. I want to join your board. Their awareness drives everything.
Everything.
It brings them all the resources.
Yeah.
Money to people, to supporters, but it all, in our minds, it's all about awareness.
Yeah. I love it. Jonny, tell everybody how they can get a hold of Imerman Angels and CLOZTALK.
Well, thank you. If anyone is fighting cancer, or you know somebody in the fight, or a survivor who wants to give back, it's ImermanAngels.org. IMERMAN angels.org. If you forget that, don't even worry about it. If you type one-on-one cancer support into Google, we're number one on Google. They give us a grant for that. $10,000 in credits we get every month based on the merits of what Imerman Angels does. So we love Google. They do a lot of good behind the scenes, I think, that a lot of people don't hear about. But please reach out. And of course, for CLOZTALK, if you know any great nonprofits that are out there that are looking for free marketing and help and having us go to bat and taking their brands to companies and getting supporters for them, please send them to CLOZTalk.com, like your clothes talk for a good cause. And if you want to be a wearer and just believe in the power of branding the causes, pick your favorite one on our site. We have 200 causes. We're adding about 10 new nonprofits every month. And of course, we vet them all, but we're open to talking with any cause that's out there, whatever we can do to help. We just want to help their brands grow. And again, it doesn't cost a thing.
Yeah. Jonny, you're the man. Love your whole family. Love what you're doing.
Oh, we love you, man.
You are a true angel. You've done so many great things for the world. I appreciate you jumping on here with me. And let's talk offline. I have some ideas I want to share with you.
And I want to thank you again for all you do. You know, Jon Dwoskin ran for years and years our local Detroit Imerman Angels volunteer chapter, put countless hours into it, and our whole team's grateful. That's why these causes are still around, because guys like you know, you were the president of that group in the early days, and that got us going here in Detroit. And there's still 40 to 50 runners that run the marathon every year. Imerman Angels in Detroit in the half marathon, but you really were key in making it go, man. So we're all grateful. You're a good man. Yeah. We're always rooting for you, brother.
Thanks, I will. Thanks, Jonny. I'll talk to you, man. We'll talk soon.
You too. You too. Be well. Keep it up.